Greetings and welcome back to the AU Redesign Challenge.
The monthly drawing challenge where my patrons pick a character and I randomly redesign them into an alternate universe version of themselves. Just as a reminder, the link for the spreadsheet is in the description, so if you want to look at all the genres and all the characters that I have in my tool bag, that's there. That's right there. You can also participate if you want. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to see it. I'm so glad that y'all are liking this so far because it's really fun to do, even though I'm spending way too much time learning how to edit these videos, but that's fine. Makes them better and better quality, so bring on the learning. Now the poll last month was a tie, but y'all really knew what you wanted this month. Sora got 2/3 of the votes. Hopefully I'll get to do Undine someday, but for now, let's get to rolling. Alright, there's gotta be some kind of Sora themed dice in here. Definitely a blue. And yes, I know, that's a D20. I fix it later. Many rerolls later. Now the thing with Kingdom Hearts is, it's already a bunch of different genres, so I was just having to reroll this so many times before I got something usable. And here you see that I've gotten the correct dice this time. Let's see. 5, 4, so that means 0, 4 in our scheme here. Number 4, which is... Hey, coffee ice cream shop. Sweet. Alright, well let's get into the drawing, shall we? Now, ice cream is already a huge thing in Kingdom Hearts. Everybody knows the sea salt ice cream. So I decided to go with a coffee shop. And of course, you can't really work if you're a minor, at least not a lot. So I decided to go with Teenage Sora here as he looks in Kingdom Hearts 3, which I have not actually played. So, no spoilers, please, in the comments. Although I don't know that I'll ever actually get around to playing it. Just something I'm not into anymore. I do still have the soundtracks for the first 2 games, though. Pretty sure I can probably belt out the Utada Hikaru songs. Japanese and English. Oh, those were the days. Back in high school. On my mixtapes, I would have both the Japanese and English versions. And then try and guess which one randomly would come up. That was always fun. Here I'm just trying to figure out Sora's proportions. He seems really long-waisted, and back at it now, it's probably just the massive amounts of fabric that's at his hips that's making them look really wide, and kind of driving that waist area up. His waist is probably a bit longer than how I drew it here, but it turns out pretty good at the end, so. Now, I didn't know what kind of uniform I wanted to draw him in. Whether it was going to be a very Western, you know, like just an apron over your regular clothes type of barista, or, you know, a more Japanese, we have a uniform for literally everything kind of uniform. And I guess I kind of went splitting the difference between the two. Because I ended up putting him in some very, like, work-appropriate slacks and shoes, but then tried to give him a little bit of personality in the colors of the things that he's wearing. I've been realizing editing this video and looking back at this footage just how Wolverine-like his hair is. He's like teenage Wolverine, it's great. And I wanted to turn the little crown that you see all over in this game into the logo for whatever coffee shop he's working at. You'll see I ended up refining it later, but I turned the crown into a coffee cup. I thought that was really cute. And then, you see there, I drew a little ice cream in his hands. That is to replace the, like, weird coffee pot that I'm pretty sure nobody actually uses except at home. So I didn't think anybody in the business would actually use something so old-fashioned. So I decided to instead put a treat in his hand. And then, obviously, you have to go with the ice cream. Sketching out ideas for the Kingdom Coffee. Didn't really know how I wanted the little steam to look, and I ended up going with my original design. I thought that was the best. Now we're going into the inks here. This first part ended up going so quickly that you will see I added some more later. Keyblade necklace to kind of call back to the crown and necklace that he wears in the game. So I have a thing for button-up shirts with pushed-up sleeves. So neat. Pretty sure I've seen these exact shoes in some kind of non-slip work shoe catalog somewhere. Call back to my waitress days. Surprising variety of styles. I always wanted to work somewhere more fancy so that I could wear the heeled versions, but I always ended up just wearing the chunky sneakers instead. Where I put in a little extra personality. Big, swampy galoshes that he usually wears would be work appropriate. They seem like they'd slip everywhere. But I also didn't want him to be wearing black slacks, black shoes, black everything. Second bit of personality right here. This is where I decide to do a bit of extra work. So, Stick with me here. No, maybe I was just overthinking it a bit, but I decided to do a full turnaround sheet since I'm not that used to making them. So I'm having to kind of reconstruct everything here. Because I wanted to be able to reliably call back to the original sketch. So here we go, fiddling. Here's where I decided to make sure that all the proportions were correct. And help set myself up for the side view. I wonder where this coffee shop would be. I have a feeling it would be in somewhere like Traverse Town. I don't know. Maybe we see more of Destiny Islands in number 3, but I always just felt like it was a really small town place, you know? You'd probably have more trendy coffee shops in Traverse Town. Coffee/ice cream shops. Oh no. I colored his shoes wrong. I'll have to fix that. Time for shading though. And here it is. The original Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 and his coffee shop version. Oh my gosh, who else do you think would work in this coffee shop with him? Let me know. If there's any Kingdom Hearts 3 characters I don't know about that would be a perfect fit, I want to know. Shoot me a comment. And that's it for this month's video. Thanks so much for watching. I had tons of fun, as always. Like if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. You can also vote. Get in on the voting by becoming a patron at patreon.com/ProjectShowStudios. If you do, I'll put your name in this nice little list here, along with everybody else. Thanks so much, and have a great day, great night, great whatever. See you next time.